Well, good afternoon, it's Margaret here from Orchids and Garden in England, and we've had a few drops of rain, but the temperature's coming down. You can just see where the rain has fell. And if I take you this way around first, we've got some of the gladioli. But some things are coming back for a second flush. Excuse the crunching. The Verbena boreensis is doing well. The roses have done exceptionally well. But the Cocosmia, Lucifer, you'll see there in the background, that's done terrible. This is of course the bed that's just outside our back door. I mean, we've done quite well really, we've still got colour. California poppy there. But you can see with the Cocosmia, look at this, the foliage has just had to die down. You can see the spaces in the garden. That fuchsia there, that perennial fuchsia. And everything's taken a battering. Everything. It's been a real labour. Look at Keith. He's put a snake crawling up that tree. It's been a real labour of love, I tell you. I'm not deadheaded. That's one of my jobs, but I do like to deadhead. Look at the geraniums. That should be pink and white. Well, there you see, Luke. That's the newest flush. Look how the others have died back. And the aces. Oh, the four aces. That's the Budley there. There's the Cosmere again. Look at the beach. The grasses are doing fine. This is Muscari. But Keith had to come in and try and save this camellia. This had turned all its leaves down. And I think he's managed to do that. Look. And this one. This is the one he started to clown prune. But there again, look at this. This is the one that we took from the garden, which I'm glad we did because we put it in a big pot here. Now that's survived. It's another camellia, another big one here. And this is the rose that never fully opens. But look, it's on its second flush. Never, since we've had this, has it had a second flush. Now look at that. Oh dear, geranium. That was the one with the purple. But look how that suffered. I tell you. And there. And you see. I mean, Keith said, don't worry. He says they'll all come back. We'll just have to cut the foliage off. And these are just coming into bloom now. I'm never sure what they're called. But they're full of buds and the bees absolutely adore them. These are some of the grasses. That's the back end of the pond. There's another one of these grasses. It's very humid now. Very humid. We're not due to have some significant rain until tonight. That's the peppermint. I don't know what it's called, but it's... if you rub the leaves, it smells like peppermint. Oh, and the bees absolutely adore that. And of course, Keith said we're not having any petunias next year with the hot weather. As soon as you start cutting them, then they all turn the toes up. So then you've got 2 or 3 times the amount of trimming that you've got to. Look at that grass. Absolutely love the grass. And those, they're like little sunflowers. Absolutely lovely, but you've got to deadhead them continually. And look, we've got an anemone. Now, I can just feel a little spot of 2-0 rain. Those are the hostas. See, that's one of the astilbes that we had to cut back. Yes, this is that plant. The bees absolutely love it. Now, these are some of the little tiny sunflowers. Look at the dahlias. See? Well, some have picked up, but some of them, the foliage is worse for wear. Look at the bees. Absolutely love these. Look at that, that's the sedum. That's coming into bloom already. There's its winter companion. Look at that fuchsia. Oh, it was so hot. The water elm, this tree here, we've just had to throw as much grey water or any kind of water on that we could. Look how the leaves have been scorched on this fuchsia. That's a Michaelmas daisy, and that I've had to throw water on that. Look at, oh, caught a spider then. Look at the little cyclamen. They're coming through, and there's a white one under there. But look at these. I'm hoping the rain later will just revive them. These need deadheading now. That might be Keith putting our collection bins out. These have been lovely this year. I think these are the gazinias. Look at the sunflower. I've got another one here, it's got a big bee on it. That's Keith at the back door. Another gladioli here. Let's get underneath. Look at the roses. They've been absolutely gorgeous this year. And hear the pigeons. We have that sound from the early hours in the morning right through till bedtime. I'm sure I've just been bitten. There we go. And then, I don't know because the light's going to be against me now. What I think. I'm definitely sure I've just been bitten. Oh, look at that. That's another nice one. I did actually. Oh, no. I'll have to tie it up. There we go. Then we've got that one. This is the viburnum, and look at all the buds setting. So that'll be a nice show. These go in these little holders, but because they've been so dry, I have to water them this way. And you see where we've got the flower heads now starting on this particular ginger. And this one, I can't believe it. It's enormous. Absolutely thrilled to bits. An unusual lily there. Oh dear, look at that. I noticed this morning. Look, it's dog, a cyclamen. Whatever it is, it's digging me darn bulbs up. I have to come and cover that up, look. I don't know that it's the blackbirds, but it's something. That's a morning glory there. Darn. That's 2 lots it's dug up. The weeds never stop growing. I hate them. Excuse the sound of the traffic. Got another lily here just opening. Just leaning against this little fuchsia. And there's that hydrangea there. There we go. Desperate for rain. Absolutely desperate. Of course, it's still school holidays, so we have the children running about. There we go. These are looking a little bit worse for wear. The agapanthus. Keith's already cut one lot down, and looks as though he'll be ready to cut this one down as well. What do you see, Luke? Can you see? I mean, there's only so much you can do. And Keith said not to worry. Not to worry. Look at these. Absolutely beautiful. Got another lily in there somewhere. A ginger lily. There we go. Those that I've been showing you there. Those are begonias, of course. Look. And this one here, as you can see now, this one, that's the big voodoo lily, sending up another leaf. So this is one of the caladiums that have started to grow. Now you get the size of that one, and it's hanging out of the window at the moment. And yet, I've got, the others are upstairs, I've got this little one in a little tiny pot. So, there we go. And you've seen this one, I just call them the pineapple plant. got this one, and this one's been at the front, and you'll see the leaves at one point were really red, but actually I think it's actually done a lot better in the full sun. I'm just going to try and squeeze past Keith. He's just deadheading these baskets that are at the front, and the dahlias. He'll be deadheading those. Japanese anemone. And this is one of the standard roses. But look, some of the shrubs. Of course this faces south, so what can you do? Oh dear. So thank you for joining me on this garden tour. Hopefully we've kept the garden going till the rains come later tonight. Thanks for joining me. Bye bye now.